The gentleman from
Thank
Texas,
you.
Mr. Gooden, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Secretary Mnuchin, thank you for your prior support for credit risk transfer as a means of reforming Freddie and Fannie as expressed in Treasury and the administration's housing reform plan. Does that support still exist, and do Treasury and the administration still support CRT for the GSEs, and more importantly, the de-risking of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac that protects taxpayers?
Yes.
Would you like to elaborate any on
I think credit risk transfer is a very effective mechanism of supporting the institutions. I also think that capital accumulation is something that is very important, and ultimately capital raising, so that taxpayers are not at risk.
Thank you. As you know, myself and many of my colleagues in both chambers of Congress and a variety of stakeholders who have filed comments have urged FHFA to ensure a robust risk-based CRT market in the new capital framework for the GSEs. And while I support the capitalization of the enterprises, I have real concerns about the impact of FHFA's capital role on the CRT market. FSOC and Treasury provided a brief 4-page review of FHFA's 400-plus page proposed capital rule with little to no analysis of the impact on the markets for CRT or mortgage-backed securities. Do you think FHFA's capital rule provides adequate capital relief for CRT, and has Treasury, FSOC, or the Office of Financial Research examined the effects this rule could have on the CRT market or access to mortgage credit?
We have done some work on that, and we'd be happy to follow up with you on it.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. Mr. Powell, you were filibustered earlier. Did you have any further comments? The floor is yours. I'll give it to you. I've got 3 minutes.
Well, thank you. I just would say that, for example, the Muni facility, the level of municipal borrowing is set to exceed the all-time annual record this year. And that's because of the backstop of this facility. You don't measure the success of the facility by the amount of lending it does. It succeeded in restoring borrowing in the markets at very low levels for municipalities and other state and local government entities across the credit spectrum, small, medium, and large. So I just say I think it's been quite a success.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Madam Chair, I yield back.